Hello, it's VP. Welcome to your favorite podcast, Kanye the Budesco podcast. Welcome a lot. We love you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope the year is doing you great. My year has officially started, and so January was just a trial and error. My year has begun today. Has begun this month of February. Sorry. So actually, I was supposed to record this last week, but last week I've been too busy. I have been busy kuchapa kazi. Hii Nairo. You know how we do these things in Nairobi. Yeah? I've been grinding. Kind of busy. Even sometimes not sleeping. Zingine tu unasikia hivyo usingizi nakuja unaniambia manze bro, unaweza kuja kesho inaweza kuwa good idea ukikuja, by the way. Yeah, because we have to make things happen. Yeah, we must make it or make it. Hii pake kila mtu anaitafuta, na depend pia na venye pia unaitafuta pia. So I hope your week is doing good, right? Just like mine. So because if you don't now, I don't know what you'll be doing, because some things, like the water bill is expected to hike. Electricity expected to hike. Yeah, okay, the cost of living is right now not even bearable. I didn't expect to start this way. Actually, I was supposed to start telling you how my previous week was, because I was supposed to record, but I didn't. I have just started with the current affairs, because we have a new government, a new president, and in matters of politics, we just saw some elected leaders. I mean, let's say some members of parliament went to see the president, and there has been an uproar because these leaders, some of them, they're not from the party that the president rules with. They're from the other party, I mean the opposition. There's been an uproar, but I don't think there should be an uproar, actually, because as long as you are in the opposition side, you still need to work with the leaders, right? As long as you are in the opposition side, you still need to work with your leader, with your nation's president. Yeah, because you're not enemies. You're just work rivals, but not enemies. It doesn't mean ati sasa juu nimechaguliwa na hii chama, niko kwa moti yangu na drive nipatane na msemo mwingine amechaguliwa na chama different ati nitamugonga. We can even actually say hi, go have some tea, talk business, talk leadership, and among other things. It does necessarily not mean that we should be enemies because we work with different parties, But okay, this is Kenya. Everybody's opinion is respected, by the way, and here we respect everybody's opinion, right? So those are the that's politics. Yeah, that's politics. I'm not a fan of politics, but sometimes I tend I find myself, listening to them, thinking about politics, seeing how the country is run. Sometimes I just find myself, in that political area, thinking, discussing with my friends, things like those, because we are the ones who pay the taxes. We are the ones who choose our leaders. So even if you don't like it, it somehow involves you in it. So now, that has been the current affairs here. So another thing, schools have opened. We had the grade 6 students doing the exam, in which they were to join the junior secondary, right? Junior secondary, it's new in our system. Actually, to some teachers, it's a culture shock, because it's something you're not used to, but then you are being introduced to. Not only even to teachers, it's a culture shock, but also to parents and the parties involved, because this is not something that has been there. What has been there, it has been, you do your class 8, then join a secondary school for 4 years, then join your campus or college. Campus 4 years, college. It depends with what you do. You understand? So that's the 844 system. But now we have the CBC, where you have the PP1. I think it's playgroup, PP1, PP2, and then you have grade 1, grade 2 to grade 6, and then you have junior secondary again, and then now you join the university, right? So the junior secondary opened. There were students who were joining. Some teachers, there was actually even shortage of teachers. Some schools were not even ready for the system, for the junior secondary curriculum. They had not yet improved. They didn't have the resources. But hope with time we shall be able to adjust. We shall be able to adjust. I think this younger generation is learning something, because you are the next parents. And now you have CBC. PP1 and PP2. That is like baby class and nursery. Those guys, they have textbooks. For me, I didn't have any textbook. By the way, mi nilikuwa nasoma na charts. I remember kulikuwa na charts ya ABA mpaka Z, number 1 mpaka 100, alafu 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 up to 100, and then kuna charts ya A for apple, B for boy, those kind of things. And then now there is this other chart for the vowels, A, E, O, U. And then the animals chart, domestic animals and wild animals. You understand? And this chart that shows parts of a body. Yeah. So our guys this time around, they have textbooks. Kuna wazazi mahali wanafanya kazi mingi sana. So, and that now tends me to think that in this coming generation, if there is some lady going to look for house managing jobs, you want to be a house manager, then you must be somehow bright because of these children. you must be somehow. Don't be just there, because if the mother comes late and leaves early, the father the same, so it's you and the child. You must be very bright. You must be, if you're going to be a house manager for the coming generation. Utauma nje ukicheza. Ukicheza ushaipigiwa simu na mtu wa Saudi Arabia akakwambia ananyunyuzia nipi ya grass maji? Hivyo ndio utauma nje, imagine. So the house managers of the next generation, you must be very clever people. You must have gone to school, okay, I'm not saying that the current ones have not yet gone to school, but there's some certain kind of cleverness you need to have, because these children, they are really having activities. Because right now mtoto akitoka shule, he or she doesn't want to miss school the next day. But in our days, you'd wish to skive that day, wishing the home. But right now, it's the opposite. They want to go to school. And school fees is weird. Some are complaining. Their school fees ya CBC one term ni kama paying for a parallel degree program in a university. Ziko same WhatsApp. But it's good when our children get educated. It's really nice. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, because they are bright. They are bright youngsters, As you were told in our days, you are an A material. Personally, I was an A material. Lakini sasa nadhani ni uzi ya kushona hiyo material na fundi akakosa. All the same, I did my best and I'm good. Trust me. Fine. Comfortable with what I did. Though I'm not here to share about it, but someday I'll share about it. Take you to my school, show you where I was schooling. So, and then pia kuna the class 8, they did the exams December. They are joining Form 1 again. This January has been very busy. January has been very, very busy, very busy, very busy. Yeah, I believe the parents, by the way, they have really tried, because maybe school fees with the current economy, putting into consideration, some things are going to hike. Tuwapigie makofi. They really try. Our parents, we love you. Tunawapenda bana. So they are joining Form 1, and yeah, because joining Form 1 is hectic actually, very, because if you miss that day, baby, you go, umenunua hapo bucket yako safi, mattress yako mpya pale hata ijabondeka, you get admitted, unabebewa na mtu kwa barabara inapotea. Baby, high school is somehow hectic and then somehow entertaining. Hectic and entertaining. That's high school. I really loved my high school years. I'll share about it some other time, I'll share about it some other time. But I want you guys to give me your take on the education system in Kenya, because transforming we are in we are transforming step by step, moving away from the 844 system that has been imekashifiwa sana. Hii system 844 na imeonewa. Wacha tuone CBC. Actually watu wanaonea 844 ndio watu walifanya CP na wenye wafanya 844. So I think sisi ndio tutakuwa parents wa CBC. So wakimaliza hiyo CBC yao, sijui kama tutaikashifu, tuseme tuibadilishe tena. Because started from CPE, then 844, and then CBC. I think for me, CBC is digitalized CBC. It's a digitalized CPE, because some subjects that were there, they will still learn in CBC. Okay, CPE ilikuwa 844 hakukuwa na hizo vitu, then CPE iko, then CBC iko, because I don't think many of our guys studied music as a subject, because CBC pia nimeona kuna woodwork, native languages. Apart from foreign languages, there is native languages again. These people wanasoma by the way. So I don't know your take on the education system, but I think it will be good. It will be fine. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you have noticed me touching my face. By the way, guys, I have a very smooth face, smooth. The story behind my smooth face, I'll tell you one day. Yeah, it's a good story, but trust me, my face, I'm one of the guys with the smoothest face. Uso yangu na watu wengine, my face is very smooth, as you can see, very smooth. Taking into watu wanaendaka facial, as you have said things about to hike. Ebu imagine the people who do facial routines, mnaumia. Because hizi vitu zimepanda bei sana, by the way. If you buy yourself Dove shower gel and those other kind of stuffs, you just become broke. Wewe ukilipwa mshahara yako mwisho wa mwezi, nunua products 3 za uso, umesota, tuonane next month mwisho wa mwezi tena, because things have really hiked up. So guys, with the facial routines, I can highly advise you. Kuna routine nyingine I think mkifuata mtafurahia. It's a very good thing. I had somebody, kuna mtu anatumianga makaa. Okay, jivu. Unajua jivu ya jiko, ile ya makaa ama ile ya kuni. And then now when you apply that jivu, okay, chukua jivu, eka maji kidogo, ikwe hii matope injashikana sana, apply it on your face, chukua makaa, guara nayo. That's the best facial routine you can ever have. Ukiona aufiki bei ya facial products kwa sababu ya vile zimepanda bei, I can highly advise you ufanye hivyo. It was a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't do that. At your own risk. Do it at your own risk. At your own risk. Mimi, don't follow me. Oh, Kanye Budesco, you told us to apply this on our faces. Now see how my face has turned out to be. At your own risk, my friend. At your own risk. Yes. Yeah, because but all the same, we need to do our faces actually. With our ladies struggle. Gania products. Gania nimewa nini. It's a plug though. Okay. So Gania products. Just say it again. Oh fuck, man. So our ladies are really struggling. Struggling a lot. But it's a good idea though. It's a good idea. Make your faces pretty for pecs. So that when the pec comes, it can be good. It can be good. Right? Okay. So this week has been very busy. Pia kuna this guy. By the way, if you didn't get the story, there is this guy who decided to buy flowers before Valentines. Kierere. Yani mtu aliamka asubuhi. Let me tell you this story. Mtu aliamka asubuhi. Kierere ni mbaya. Unaenda unanunua maua. Si Valentines. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 2. Haupigi simu. And mistake number 3, from my observation, this guy was not even having any form of communication with the lady involved. So my guy decides to buy flowers. Ananunua maua vizuri. Good flowers. Goes to this place. Anaenda. Anachukua uba yake. Baridi. SGR. Pays for a ticket. These flowers are good. He is taking them to Kwale. You can calculate the distance in kilometers from Nairobi to Kwale. SGR yake baridi. Ile kitu 6 hours. Ni maji tu na juice. Na kahawa SGR. Mpaka Kwale. On arrival. So he posts a picture, anapeleka maua, then the picture remains. He doesn't update us on his journey. So akifika Kwale, after some days ndio anatu update. The flowers have been rejected. I don't know what. People play sympathy on him, But for me, okay, I'm not trying to be bad. But you cannot tell me you're buying flowers for somebody. This person, you have not even called her. You've not texted her. You don't have any clear sign of conversation, of previous conversations up to that day that you're going with the flowers. You don't have a conversation that shows you people are in good terms. On arrival, the flowers get rejected. You come back to Nairobi. and start perambulating, your flowers have been rejected.